today, and that is the Minnesota Vikings, guys. The Minnesota Vikings have quietly, yes, I said quietly, have improved to 14-2 on the season. They did hang on to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday, giving them, their 9th win in a row. They have a default first-place game, depending on what the Lions do tonight. Right now, they're losing by 8, right? They have a first-place or fifth-place game versus the Detroit Lions next week. But I got to ask this question, guys. Have I been overlooking the Minnesota Vikings all season long? When we talk about the Minnesota Vikings, guys, I seem like I have to walk on eggshells around the Minnesota Viking fan base. I have to walk around eggshells when I talk about their greatest things in sliced bread quarterback in Sam Darnold. But in the same breath, those Minnesota Vikings were dogging Sam Darnold in his $10 million one-year deal that he signed back in March before they drafted J.J. McCarthy. Many people said that the Minnesota Vikings were in a rebuild year, right? Sam Darnold wasn't the answer. Let's start J.J. McCarthy. Let's do this, and this. I had Mike Reeves, a biggest Minnesota Vikings fan that I know, an insider with the Minnesota Vikings right here on the Man Hour back in June and July, and he says, look, we are a 6-win team. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are a 6-7-win team. And if you want to go back even further, my prediction was dead wrong. Let's just be flat out honest. Just like most people out there, I had them as a 6-11 team as well. I did not think that they were going to be a good team this season, mainly because of the quarterback play. I do not think J.J. McCarthy will have a spectacular NFL career. He'll be average. He'll be 14, 15, 16th ranked year after year and year. It's stat-wise, right? The eye test might give you maybe 20th ranked. And then Sam Darnold, right? He had 13 total wins as an NFL quarterback prior to coming to the Minnesota Vikings. He was drafted back in 2018. So what was that? 6 years worth of quarterback play, 13 wins. But like I said, the Minnesota Vikings have now won 9 games in a row since their 2-game losing streak versus the Rams and Lions, which are both playoff teams. Both good losses at the end of the day, right? Sucks that you lost to them back-to-back. They're both pretty good losses. And all of their games so far this season, guys, they have scored 21-plus points, except for the Jacksonville Jaguars when they only scored 12. And when you dive deeper into the analytics, into the stats of the Minnesota Vikings, their offense is pretty good. Right? Their offense is pretty good. The 12th ranked overall offense. They're 8th ranked in passing, 16th in rushing. However, the defense is what is the issue with the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, they do have the 17th ranked overall defense. By the way, that is below average. They have the 30th pass defense. Oh, Buck, we have the 2nd ranked defense. Or rush defense. Okay, awesome. They are still 3-2 versus playoff teams pending the Detroit Lions game in Week 18. So they could be as good as 4-2 or as bad as 3-3. They are 10-1 in single-score games this season, right? All these things are good, right? 14-2, 9-game winning streak, 10-1 in single-score games, 3-2 versus playoff teams, right? You have the 12th ranked overall offense, the 2nd ranked rush defense, the 8th ranked rush or passing offense, right? Everything is good. Everything is awesome. But guys, the Minnesota Vikings are one injury away on the offensive side of the ball to being a horrible team. They are one injury away. Wrap that around your head. The Detroit Lions have 15 guys on IR on the defensive side of the ball, and they're still a pretty good team. You guys, Minnesota Vikings, meaning you lose one guy. You are done. You are horrible. You are fool's gold. You are Fugazi. Yes, I understand that JJ is a dog. Yes, I understand that Jordan Addison is a dog. I put that on my Facebook page last night. Jordan Addison is a dog. Yes, Aaron Jones still has a lot of left in the tank. I'm worried about that knee contusion that set him out the whole second half, but we digress from that. Yes, TJ Hawkinson is a dog. I still don't understand why the Detroit Lions let him go, but hey, it is what it is. But if you remove one of those guys, JJ, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones, or TJ Hawkinson, the teams start to stack the box. The teams start to double team whoever's not in there. And then they start to bring pressure, and Sam Darnold crumbles. It's simple as that. They crumble. They are a good team. Do not get that twisted. They are a good team. Last year, even when they were on their fifth string quarterback, they were still in the playoff race till week 17. They are a good team. Kevin O'Connell should be the coach of the year. Hell, he should have won the coach of the year last year and the year before that and the year before that. He is a great coach. But guys, the Minnesota Vikings are Fugazi. Fugazi merch is over at manhourradio.com. I just posted the purple and gold version of it, just for you guys. I have not been overlooking them all season long. They have been winning close games, yes. They are 10-1 in one-score games, yes. But if the ball bounces one way or the other in those one-score games, they're a 6-11 team. Let's just be honest. They are a 6-11 team if the ball bounces the other way. What happened to the Kansas City Chiefs back in 2018? They were 13-3 going into the playoffs. The ball was bouncing their way a lot. Alex Smith was getting a lot of good passes that particular season. Hell, they were up 21-0 to the Tennessee Titans going in at halftime in that wild card game. They come out, they shit the bed in the second half. Bada bing, bada boom. Patrick Mahomes, rain started. Guys, I understand the Minnesota Vikings are 14-2. I understand that they are a good team. They're beating competitive teams. They are 3-2 versus playoff teams. Not many people can say that. They are 10-1 in one-score games. Not many people can say that. Actually, I don't think nobody can say that, right? The simple fact of the matter is they're Fugazi. They are a first-round exit no matter the way you slice it. Whether they get the first overall pick, they will lose to whoever they play. Let's look up the NFL players, like the things. It could be the Packers. It could be the Lions. It could be the Buccaneers. Or it could be the Commanders. All four of those teams will beat them in the first round. You drop them down to the 5th seed, and they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Atlanta Falcons. If the Falcons make the playoffs, look it out. Michael Penix Jr. is a dog. Look out. Yes, I was wrong of their 6-11 score or record for this season. Yes, I was wrong that Sam Darnold would be benched by week 12, insert J.J. McCarthy, and get some of those extra wins toward the end of the season. Yes, I was wrong about them being a top offense in the NFL, a top rush defense in the NFL. I was wrong about that. But I'm not going to be wrong about the playoffs. I'm not going to be wrong about them being the first game exit in the playoffs. So what do you guys think? Have I been overlooking too harsh on the Minnesota Vikings this season? Have I been too hard on them? I want you guys to give me the comments below. What do you guys think? Too hard on them? Not hard enough? Or am I coming out the fan base just right? Just right. Casey says, I don't think the Lions making the playoffs, making the playoffs, NFC Championship game going to Philly and the Vikings. He says, I mean the Super Bowl. Top Dog 2 says their coach, Kevin O'Connell, deserves the coach of the year. And he says, yes, I'm a linebacker and a kicker. Listen, Kevin O'Connell has done a great job. I don't know if you want to call him the quarterback whisperer or maybe the system's just that good, or if Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson just make whoever's in there that damn good. But yes, Kevin O'Connell, whether you want to admit it or not, 14-2 record is pretty good. I believe it is the second best in the NFL, right? Depending on what the Lions do, it might be tied. But yes, Kevin O'Connell definitely deserves coach of the year. Alpha Rob says Viking fans are going to have a flashback of the 1999 playoff game. Or how about this? Back to the 2018 playoff game when they played the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game and blew that one away. Ooh. Jameson says Eagles versus Ravens Super Bowl would be cool. Bills and Lions are both overrated. Alrighty. And Laura says, hey, don't throw me under that bus. Laura, I'm not only going to throw you under the bus, I'm going to drive over you. I'm going to back it up. You are going to hear my beeps. You're going to stand up and try to run out of the way. I'm going to turn to the left and run you over yet again. And then I'm going to say, jump out of the van and do my best Cartman